Welcome back to one more session. Today in this session, I am going to explain about the objects of the Consumer Protection Act 1986. The Consumer Protection Act 1986 received the assent of the President on 24th December 1986 but came into force on 15th April 1987. The objects of this legislation, that is, the Consumer Protection Act 1986, can be divided into two parts. The first part seeks to promote and protect the rights of consumers, namely, the right to be protected against marketing of goods which are hazardous to life and property. Next, the right to be informed about the quality, quantity, potency, purity standard and price of goods to protect the consumer against unfair trade practices. The next third one, the right to have, wherever possible, access to goods at competitive prices. Next fourth one, the right to be heard and to be assured that consumers' interest will receive due consideration at appropriate forums. Next, fifth one, the right to seek redressal against unfair trade practices or unscrupulous exploitations of consumers. And finally, right to consumer education. This is a part one of this object of the Consumer Protection Act. Coming to the part two, under the objectives, the part two is aims at helping the consumers in getting quicker or speedy redressal of their grievances through specially established quasi-judicial agencies instead of filing a suit in civil court. No court fee is required for filing the complaint, nor there is any need to engage a lawyer, and the consumer redressal agencies can evolve summary procedure by observing the rules of natural justice in disposing of the complaint. The act mainly, undoubtedly, aims at removing injustice and wrongs met by consumers who are now equipped with a legal weapon to fight against these evils. That weapon is nothing but the Consumer Protection Act 1986. The Consumer Protection Act 1986, a simple procedure coupled with freedom from the rigors of law of evidence, have made it a landmark legislation of the country. The Supreme Court in the case of Lucknow Development Authority vs. M.K. Gupta observed that the importance of the act lies in promoting welfare of the society by enabling the consumer to participate directly in the market economy. It attempts to remove the helplessness of a consumer which he faces against powerful business described as network of rackets or a society in which procedures have secured power to rope the rest and the might of public bodies, which are degenerating into a storehouse of inaction, where papers do not move from one desk to another as a matter of duty and responsibility, but for extension consideration, leaving the common man helpless and shocked. This is a brief introduction with respect to the Consumer Protection Act and the object of the Consumer Protection Act. Thank you.